Hi everyone. In this demo, I would like to showcase how different DevOps tools are integrated together for continuous integration and continuous deployment build. So to begin with, I would like to take you through my lab infrastructure or demo infrastructure. I got GitLab, which is used as a version control repository, which runs Git. Then we got Jenkins, which is the continuous integration server, right? And you got Nexus as an artifact repository, Rundeck as an orchestration engine. Then you got SonarQube for static code analysis. Then Tomcat, you will find two Tomcat instances. This will be a production instance, and this will be our development instance. Okay, and we also use Jira Jira hosted on cloud for our version tracking, etc. So this is the GitLab project repository which we'll be using for this demo. Okay, and this is the Jenkins URL. So the build pipeline will look like this. Okay, so this is the Nexus URL, and I got Rundeck here with all the orchestration work we may need to do during this sunrise process, right? So I got IBM. I've got deployment tools. So if you talk about this demo application, I got an application with the name demo, right? So it has two environments. One is test and another one is production. Excuse me. So, and you can see it's been linked to a component called, this is only one component, okay? And we have defined its processes as well. We got SonarQube as for static code analysis. We use Kibana for log monitoring. So I'll be talking about it later. So we got this is going to be the dev instance of Tomcat application where our web service will be deployed. This is the production instance. Okay, you can see the difference here, right? So I use IntelliJ. I can ignore this. I use IntelliJ as for editing, right? And I also use we are also using Slack as a chat tool here. So it mainly helps in chat ops as well. I'll be spending some time to explain about that too. So to have this demo running, so what I'm going to do is so I have the Git repository cloned in my laptop already. So it's already cloned. So what I'm going to do is I'll just add something version latest, right? So I'm just saying it's going to be the version latest. So once this deployment completes successfully, this should be updated as version latest. Okay, so I'm just saving this, saving it, and then do a git commit. Okay, I'm gonna also add in the ticket numbers which I'm using for I hope this Jira instance, right? I got two tickets, my C1 and my C2. So what I'm gonna do here is just say new version latest, right? I'm going to say git commit and push, right? I already have the git credentials saved. So you can see the first thing it does is the GitLab automatically updates the Jira ticket with whatever comments we have added to the Git. We have to wait for that. So okay, this is push successful. We'll see. We'll go to Jenkins. See. Okay, you can see that it already started the demo application here, and we'll wait and see for the Jira ticket. Right, okay, you can see GitLab tickets are already here for both these tickets, and you will also see that you just got a Slack message saying, okay, you see each build the status, these are the different builds. It's saying that it's executing one by one, right? So Jenkins is updating me. So now if I go here to Jenkins, you can see that I will take you through each job whatever we have configured. This job is a pure Maven job. What it does is it will just do the clean install component. It pulls from the GitLab, right? Pulls it, and then it does a clean deploy, and it does a static code analysis as well. Talks to static code analysis tool SonarQube, and it also archives the artifacts, right? So this is about this job. And once job is completed successfully, what it does is it calls. You can see it already did the Sana cube analysis and everything looks great. So if I go back here, you'll see that it already started this particular run deck job, right? Run deck job is nothing but we are using run deck plugin here. So if you see here, what it does is, excuse me, it talks to the run deck and runs this particular job with this GUID. So if I take you to that job, there are many jobs we are using in run deck. So you can see all those things here. This is the one which is running here. So what it does is it will click here and show you the steps. So it was already executed. Okay, so what exactly it does is it runs this particular script. It's nothing but it clones our repository again, and it reads a chef or it downloads a chef recipe, this particular one. So it does is it does a apt update and make sure that Tomcat server service is started and it's working fine, right? So that's what the run deck job does, right? So once this run deck job is done, what it does is it starts deploying to the what do you say, or start deploying to this testing, right? For testing, what it does is sorry for that. So we have some process defined already for these components, you know, the versions and all those things, where to send all those things, right? It uses a process as well. So this particular process correspond to this application, corresponding to this components will be running. Okay. All right. So now both are run. Now after that, what it does, in Jenkins it does some testing, to run some basic test cases, because it's a simple application, just run some curl commands and test it, right? So once the once it's fine with the test demo application, right, it will done some test and it will send to the production, and production is again, it uses UCD again, right? So if you see here, you will see that it's sending and it's success, it's already updated the latest version. So, and if I check here, yeah, you can see both these pages should be updated with yeah, both the versions are updated with latest version. So it concludes our continuous integration and deployment, right? So you can also see that yeah, here of course we can send email communication for each and every step, but what I'm doing here is that I'm using Slack. So excuse me for that. So the beauty of Slack is that it gives, you can see all the build results coming here other than email. So we are also using something to something called ChatOps, right? What we can do here is we have customized. Okay, this is your Slack channel that anyone from your team can just come here. Let's say I want to build a Jenkins job. You know, which one? I will just, for the time being, I'll just pick build job with the name sample, right? I just want to build this build job. So what I'm going to do is I'll just come here. I'm going to say this is mandatory build Jenkins job name, right? So what it does is it will just trigger the Jenkins job, right? So if you just go here, you should see that, you know, there's already a job running here, right? So we can, so this is called ChatOps. So you are getting the output of each and every job whatever you are running on real time, and you can also ask your Slack bot to do something by, you know, pure in common English language, right? So, and I would like to also showcase the logging and monitoring here. So if we use ELK stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana here. So excuse me. So if we want to search for any specific log related to Nexus, so I can just type Nexus. You can see all the logs are coming here, right? Similarly, if I want to, so this is for the last 15 minutes. So I can search for till yesterday. What are the logs? You know, I was having for Jenkins, right? So what I want to do is I can just search Jenkins. So sorry for that. Because last time I started was some time back. So you can see Jenkins also coming, because I have disabled the login for Jenkins, so that's why I couldn't get for the last 50 minutes, right? So you can see that all the logs are monitored here as well. So that, okay, so this showcases the CI/CD for a demo application. So you can see that urban code deploy is the one which does the real deployment here, right? You can see the version number 120 and 121 here, right? And also you can see if you go to my applications, you can see that this is my demo application. I got my environment. You can see the both are compliant, right? So that's the best thing. And yeah, that's pretty much for today. So if you have any questions, do let us know. So mainly what I need to cover here is like what I was trying to show was that we were committing code in GitLab, right? It triggers automatically a Jenkins job, and that gets a Jira tickets updated, and at the same time it goes through a particular pipeline. So as you can see here, so it builds a demo application, then runs the runtime jobs, which is nothing but some chef recipes, which we make sure that it installs Tomcat and all those prerequisites. Excuse me. So it also does the staging to the staging area using UCD, and then does some continuous testing with some automation test cases. Then it uses so this is the test server. You can see the URL here, right? So here, this is the production server. So once the testing is fine, it automatically promotes to the next domain. Or if you want to have some kind of approval mechanisms, that's also possible, as you know, right? So each and every time during the build process, we get updates using Slack, right? So in case, excuse me, if you're going for something like ChatOps, right, which will make people's job easier, you can just use custom commands in pure English, plain English. So this is not a syntax for a specific program or anything. This is something we custom, right? You can say, hey, run this Jenkins job, please, right? That also will trigger it. Or you can do any kind of automation. It's not only Jenkins job, anything, right? I think that's it for now. And thanks for your time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.